Good evening, y'all. Happy New Year. Appreciate everyone that took the time to watch my first video a couple weeks ago. I got a lot of private messages. Had a lot of good talks with a lot of people. I think some of you know exactly where I'm going with this and what I'm trying to do here, and I think some of you guys got it a little twisted. This wasn't a cry for help from me, okay? Quite the contrary. I presented that how I did because a lot of us, myself included, we don't realize what the childhood trauma, we don't realize what a big deal it is, right? What a giant impact it has on our whole life. I know I didn't, okay? So that's why I went right to my story, my life. I thought I had it figured out when I quit drinking and got in really good shape. I thought that my nervous system was regulated at that point. Well, it wasn't, right? And then I got out of I cut all the toxic relationships out of my life. I thought I was good to go then. No, I wasn't. Right? The last piece of getting myself regulated was acknowledging the child abuse and the trauma that it causes and dealing with it. You guys, so that was the point. Okay, put it back on me. I know a lot of people, several million, can relate to this. So that's what I'm doing here. Child abuse awareness, early childhood trauma awareness, and counseling and healing. So that's the point. Okay, my nervous system is pretty regulated, right? No drinking, no bullshit food, no toxic relationships of any kind anymore, and now dealing with this. So this isn't a woe is me, though, you guys. I want to help, right? So the conversations that I've had with people have been, I want to quit drinking, I want to lose weight, help, can you help, let's just talk, please keep talking. So that's my point here, that's what we're doing. I have a couple goals here. Child abuse laws in this country, corporal punishment of children specifically. I'm going to get some laws changed, and I'm going to do what I can to help some people get their nervous system regulated if I can, right? So it's okay to talk about this. It's okay if you want to get sober. It's okay if you want to get jacked or in good shape or whatever you want to do, guys, you can, okay? Previously I used to talk a lot, wrapping everyone up and everyone celebrating their wins and all that shit is great. I love that too, but nobody talks about this still. Nobody's heard a fucking word about that teacher that beat the piss out of that kid, and we probably won't, unless I make enough noise about it that it resurfaces. So that's my point here. I'm fucking pissed off about this shit. So I'm really glad that people are talking about this. People are getting it out, get it off their chest. Talk to me if you want. Yeah, talk to each other, talk to yourself. Whatever you got to do. I think a lot of people are ready to change a lot of shit about themselves. I was, and I was only halfway there. My divorce and seeing that lady beating that kid that's what had to happen for me to get the rest of the way there. So that was the point. I appreciate it. You know, I know some of you think that I'm depressed down here and my life's falling apart and shit. And yeah, the finances are cooked for a minute. That sucks, but it's fine, right? There's more money around. Yeah, I was more interested in fixing my brain. So, and I can tell by a lot of the responses I got from you guys, a lot of you are too. So, I needed a couple weeks to process all this shit. I appreciate everyone that reached out. Some people I haven't got back to personally yet, but I'm going to. I'm going to keep barking about this. I'm going to start posting regularly. Shout out to my social media guy, Angel with Motion Giants. He just had a baby, so Christmas miracles. So shout out to Angel. We got all the rest of the socials set up. So I'm gonna start barking. We're gonna start making some noise. It's a new year. We're gonna get some laws changed. We're gonna quit exploiting this child care bullshit in Minnesota is fucked. So we're gonna quit. We're gonna get it so people quit fucking with the kids in all aspects. So I appreciate y'all. Drink a little less tonight, you guys, right? Drink a little less, eat a little cleaner, hold your people tight. So make some good decisions. We're gonna break some cycles, and we're gonna get some shit done. So, Happy New Year.